Brian's Funhouse, where you get the most honest record reviews. Kick it! Here we got Senjutsu, the 17th Iron Maiden studio release. I believe the 13th with Bruce Dickinson. I first became aware of Iron Maiden in around '82 when they were doing Number of the Beast. Of course, as a kid trying to learn how to play the drums, everyone was jamming Run to the Hills. But I wasn't really into them so much yet because I thought they were satanic and evil, and if I listened to their music it would conjure up the devil and he would come out and stab me in the eyes. So it took me a few years to get comfortable with them, but I did see them live at the Rosemont Horizon here just outside of Chicago in '87. It was, I believe, March 11th. We sang Happy Birthday to Steve Harris, so I believe his birthday is like March 12th or 13th. And it was the Somewhere in Time tour. It was an awesome show. I've seen them live a few times since then, and hope to go see them live again. I think they're like the Rolling Stones. They're just going to play until they all drop. They're an amazing band live, but we're not talking about the live show, people. We're talking about their 17th studio record. And we're going to unbox it, well, unlook at it right now, and then we're going to give you a review of it, which requires me to listen to it. So let's first look at it now, and then I'm going to listen to it. It's like 80 minutes long, which is like a movie. So I'm going to have to spin it twice, so I'll get back to you in a few hours about the music part of the review. But right now, let's get, because Iron Maiden is a visual band. If you go see them live, of course you know what I'm talking about. Their stage show is amazing. Their cover art always features Eddie, and that's amazing. So let's get into the visual side of this new Iron Maiden record. Of course, I bought the Walmart exclusive. I know I try not to go to Walmart, but when the worst comes to worst, I wanted to buy some food like... Where's my corporate sponsorship, by the way? I always have this nice can of Dr. Pepper laying around. I'm always drinking it. Anyway, went to get a Reese's Pieces cup and Dr. Pepper and went to the vinyl section. Thought they were sold out because it's been out for a few days and it's already on eBay for like $80 plus $100 around there. But for $59.99 you can get the Walmart exclusive, and let's look into it. All right, it is the Walmart exclusive. I took this, I borrowed this, just to show you that it is the exclusive there. That'll look nice next to it. And here you go. Eddie is always, I like the Trooper Eddie, I think the most. But Eddie, of course, their iconic figure. It's on all their albums. I like Killer's Eddie too, so I don't know. He's just awesome in all of it. Here he's like this Japanese samurai sword carrying guy. Looks pretty good, but let's get this wrap off so we don't have the glare anymore. Got my little scissors here. I'm not going to keep it in this wrap. I'm going to put it in a sleeve, hopefully. It is a double album, or 3 sides rather, so it might not fit in the sleeve I have, but we'll see. I do like to keep the little hype sticker stuff though, so I will. There you go. That's a nice look at that cover. I will cut this out though. This little thing that says limited edition. So that way, when my time comes and my wife sells all my records, she knows to get more than 25 cents for this one because it's a limited edition. You come to my estate sale, she'll probably ask a good $2, $3 for this one. So there you go. I'll put that in the sleeve when it's time. So you got your Iron Maiden exclusive thing right there. Right away, cover art's nice. It's really dark. So if you are looking for, like the one I found here, today's Tuesday, and it came out on this past Friday. So a lot of the Iron Maiden fans, of course, pre-ordered it, or they hit their Walmarts right when it came out on Friday. I went to one last night, didn't find any, and I kind of gave up. But I just happened to be driving around one this morning, and I went in there, and it was behind a lot of other albums. But like I said, unless you're really looking for it, you need to flip through all the albums because it's really a dark album, and it kind of just hides in there with all the other albums. So right off the bat, I really like the cover though. That's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind getting a poster of that. I think some record stores did have posters for the first few. Inside cover art, oh, that's looking cool. Of course, I'm looking at this upside down here, but nice like Shogun warrior flag war thing. Eddie came through and killed this guy. Japanese writing. A lot of people, I love the people that get the Asian writing, like Chinese, Japanese, like tattoos, and they probably have no idea what the hell they're getting. I did hear the song Stratego, and that's actually one of my favorite board games of all time. So I did like that song, which And the reviews for this have been excellent. So I'm a big Iron Maiden fan, so it's a win-win. Yeah, I wish it wasn't $60, but at least I'm not paying those eBay prices. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. Opens up. Nice picture of Eddie running rampant here, killing people, killing the bad guys because they don't like heavy metal. He's killing all those pop music fans. Look at them all. But let's see what we got inside each sleeve here. This is the first one. Oh, another nice picture of Eddie. You got the lyrics. I suck at lyrics, even if I read them. I never remember lyrics. I can hardly retain them ever. Now, this is supposed to be some kind of red, splattery, checker, marbly thing. Look at that. That looks pretty. Oh, that looks nice. That'll look nice spinning when we get to the actual music part of the review there. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's record 1. With 1, 2, 3, 4 songs on it. Iron Maiden songs go like, you could like grab a beer, a hot dog, and come back and it's still playing. I've only written a few songs my whole life, and they've all been around 3 minutes long. I do not know how people write songs that are like 20 minutes long. It's crazy. There's another picture of Eddie there, fine, and of course we'll have all the lyrics. Looks like another 1, 2, 3, 4 songs on this one. What are you doing, like 2 songs aside? That's crazy. Again, a beautiful vinyl. So yeah, 2 songs one side, 1 song another side. It's like buying a Rush album or something. These songs are long. But we'll get to listen to that. So yeah, that looks nice. The packaging, I'm saying A+. I mean, it's I'm sure the content is pretty dark, so that the fact that the cover is pretty dark kind of fits in with that. And just for the heck of it, we'll see the third one. Now, of course, I actually play my albums, so the wear and tear on these corners are probably going to get really bad. I'll try to keep it, as pristine as possible. I like when they come with the free download code. I don't see one on this one, because then, if I'm in the car or other places, I will listen to the CD version or the download version. Ugh, excuse me, Dr. Pepper's coming right back up. Another beautiful picture, and this 1 song each side. Wow. So I wonder if it's 45 RPM then, or these songs are just crazy long. But anyway, so that's, the less songs you have, then what is it, the higher quality, although it's not really a picture disc, but it is colored vinyl, so, but hopefully the sound quality is there, although my ears are kind of shot anyway. But we are looking at the beautiful artwork. I don't know the artist's name. I'll put his name in the description. Some of you probably know, but man, oh man, this guy is talented. Let's see here. Look at that. What a scene there. So it has all the songs, and the cover and the back cover. Senjutsu. Actually, the back cover looks like the front cover. Kind of cool. Here's the back cover. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff there. Usually on the back cover it says, like UPC code and songs and all that. But here you get nice 2 pictures of Eddie for the price of 1. For a big price of 1. Alright, so visually this is looking beautiful. And I'll get right back to you on what it is musically. Okay, well that was epic. Gave it a few spins, and here we're going to go song by song and give you an honest review of Iron Maiden's Senjutsu. Hope I'm saying that right, Iron Maiden. Okay, so it's got 10 songs, although it sits around 80 minutes, so every song is like a epic passage. It's almost like listening to classical music, where it has lots of phrasing and stuff, and not so much time signature changes, but certainly speed changes in that. First track is Senjutsu. It's a good track. It's a good one to start. The album has a nice intro and it kind of builds you in. Kind of like an overture for the whole album, but not really. Overall, the album sounds really good. I wish, however, the vocals are really prominent, and Bruce sounds great. You can't tell he's aged at all in the throat. Sounds very powerful here. I wish, though, the guitars and the snare drum were just tweaked maybe just a little higher in the mix. That would have been cooler, but it's a beautiful sounding album. And for sure, if you're an Iron Maiden fan, you don't need to listen to me babble on about it. You're going to go buy this record. This is more if you're a heavy metal fan and you explore a little bit of Metallica, a little bit of Slayer, a little bit of Iron Maiden. You're not sure if you want to purchase this or not. I'll cut right to the chase for those people right now. If you're going to compare this with older Iron Maiden, Power Slave, Number of the Beast, stuff like that, it's going to sit there. It's not going to sit above those releases. Those are classic and those are great. But if those are A's, then this is going to be a B. Now, if you're going to compare it to, like, let's say the last 15, 20 years of Iron Maiden, this is right up there with all those other releases. And for sure, it'll be a B plus or an A if you're just comparing it with those last few Iron Maiden records. So yeah, the drums are booming, got harmonic guitars. Like I said, the singing sounds excellent. So the first song really gets you in the mood. Second song, Stratego, is, like I've said, my favorite board game. It's a great song. It's probably like the more, I don't want to say poppy, but it's like probably, it's a single, the first song they're kind of releasing. They use like a voice echo on it, but they don't overdo it, so it sounds pretty cool. And they don't do it a lot throughout the album, so it really sounds neat when you hear that mixed with all the other songs. It stands out more because they don't overuse it. So Stratego, second song, is probably one of my favorite songs on the album. The Writing on the Wall, it's got like a little guitar riff, a boogie-woogie riff, a little bit of boogie for Iron Maiden there. It's got a nice guitar riff that you want to check out. It's a slower groove, mid-tempo. A lot of the songs on the album are slower or mid-tempo songs. So I like that one as well. Flip it over for side 2, Lost in a Lost World. It's got a moody, slow intro. It's got a lot of musical interludes. So if you like, listen to Steve Harris, he's an awesome bass player. You can always hear his instrument. It's a little more happening than usually if you're listening to a heavy metal record and you just hear boom, boom, boom. Not a lot going on for the bass guitar. Boom, 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 boom. Steve Harris, it's almost like a lead guitar. He's an amazing bass player, and you can always hear him in a mix, and it plays great on this album. So you could hear that on Lost in the Lost World. Last song for side 2 is Days of the Future Past. It's an okay song. Again, it's getting a little slower. The more slower songs you put in here, probably going to take more. Only listen to everything twice. Probably going to take more than 2 listens to really appreciate all that's happening there. So side 3 is the Time Machine. Got a little bit of keyboard in the chorus areas. Now, of course, Iron Maiden songs aren't really chorus, verse, chorus, guitar solo, verse, chorus. The average song is like that. There's a little more to them in their chorus. And the refrains aren't ones you can always kind of sing along to in a way. They're a little more epic, kind of drawn out. The lyrics aren't always like these hooky lyrics that appear in a song over and over and over and over. So it takes a little while, to grow on you. But the song Time Machine has that classic Iron Maiden kind of a, not swing, but kind of on a horse. You're trotting on a horse kind of a feel. Galloping feel to it. Classic Iron Maiden. People know what I'm talking about. Closing off side 3 is The Darkest Hour. Of all the hours, it's the darkest. It's an okay ballad, 7 minutes. Honestly, if they put this one in their live set, I'm going to be leaning over to my friends going, I'm going to grab a beer and some nachos. I'll be right back. But who am I kidding? I go to see concerts usually alone. But I'll tell myself, hey, let's go get some beer and nachos this song. I doubt they'll probably throw, I don't know, who knows. And Iron Maiden really is one of those bands that if you go see live, you're actually hoping they do play the new stuff along with the old stuff. A lot of bands you go see live and you're like, well, I just hope they play those old hits. But Iron Maiden and Iron Maiden fans, we want to hear the new stuff just as well as the old stuff because they're a phenomenal band and all the songs are worth hearing. And a lot of times they will play a large chunk of their new albums live. Side 4 is The Death of the Celts. It's another gloomy, slow song, mid-guitar, a lot of guitar parts in the song that I really like. It's 10 minutes long. Now, side 5 is one song, and side 6 is one song. Side 5 is The Parchment. It's kicking it up a little more powerful, but it's still a slower, groovy song. It's a little slower song. It's 12 minutes long. Now, slow songs are a little trickier to pull off, I think, because you have to have that emotion in them, because you're not relying on that up-tempo or the speed to kind of get people into it. So it's a little harder for a slower song. And of course, an Iron Maiden slow song is going to tell about killing people in a field or questioning your existence or being. It's not going to be like a slow song of like "I love you, baby," over and over and over. It's not that kind of lyrics, not that kind of band. And the whole thing closes with "Hell on Earth," which is 11 minutes. Kind of the same thing again, slow, moodier song with a lot of power to it, though. Now I do wish somewhere side 4, 5, or 6, they would have thrown in a quick song or two, probably 2 of them, something like The Trooper, where it's just kind of kicking in the butt. I mean, you have this emotion, you have the artwork, you're a warrior, a soldier, you're slashing people with your swords. Why not kick some ass and throw in a fast song or 2? That would have been great. But I get it. We get older, we get a little slower, groovier. We don't want to do the fast song because it's harder. But I don't want to listen to it, though. But again, that's probably what keeps it from being an A+, is the fact that it really starts side 3, 4, 5, and 6 to get slower songs. But they're still excellent songs. I just wanted a few more up-tempo stuff. But it's a solid B+, solid B. If you're, like I said, just comparing it overall, B. But if you're comparing it to like the last, I guess, third of Iron Maiden's career, or last fourth of Iron Maiden's career, it's like a B+, A. It sits with the other stuff. It is an album that I'm gonna pull back. For some bands, you get their new stuff and you purchase it, you like it, you put it away, and if you want to listen to that band, you're probably always going to pull out their classic stuff. Iron Maiden is always a band that I will always listen to all their stuff because there's always something that grabs your attention with each and every release. So if you're a Maiden fan or not, this is a school lecture in heavy metal, this album. This is a great 80 minutes of a little on the slower side, but what makes heavy metal music so great. All right, that's the review. Thanks for watching.